So, hello everyone. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss what is basics of coding in Python. So, our first point is using comments in Python. So, what is comments? So, comments are piece of code that are not executed by the compiler. So, when this piece of code are not executed by a compiler, then why we need it? So, comments are lines of code that the programmer puts there for others to understand the code better. Suppose if you have a multi-line codes and you have a long 100 lines of code, and other programmer wants to understand your code, then it's easier if you add some comments which are not compiled by the compiler, and this actually add as an information to the code of your to the code, so the other programmer also understand your code better, and you can also understand your code better by these comments. So how to use comment in Python? Just by simply using hash sign and the information you want to convey. So if I run this comment, there you can see there is no output. So this is a comment which has no output. Okay. And the next point is executing commands in Python. So we are using Google Colab. So it's easier to execute commands in Python. Here we can just simply you just click here and the command is executed and you can get your output here. But it may vary from tool to tool and compiler to compiler that how command is executed in Python. So here it is very simple to run a code. You can just click here and you can get your output. Our third topic is importing packages in Python. So packages contain specially designed code that will enable us to perform complex data sciences tasks without writing the code ourselves. So these are very useful for our programming languages. For example, here we have Panda and NumPy library in Python, and it has a lot of functions and commands that are very useful. For example, Panda have read CSV command which is used to read content in file, and in further videos we also learn about many commands and functions from packages which are going to help us in various ways. So here we learned that how to import these packages in our code. So the syntax is very simple. We just need a keyword import which import the package name. Like here we write Panda library, so import Panda as PD. What about as here in import NumPy as NP or import Pandas as PD? So the as code renames the packages using a name that we can specify. We rename packages to make working with them easier. We rename the pandas package as PD and NumPy package as NP. So we can also import specific pieces of pieces from packages without importing the entire package. For example, we don't want to import whole sklearn.tree. We just want to import these two functions, these two commands. So we just write from sklearn.tree import decision tree classifier comma export graph base. These are the two functions. So we can clearly see here that these two functions are imported from the sklearn.tree, not whole sklearn.tree package. If we run the code, wait a minute. So you can see it is run successfully. Here we don't print anything, therefore you can't see any output here, but the code is run successfully. So okay, now we are understanding. So our next point is getting data into Python. So now we will discuss how to get a data set into a Python. So the basic syntax of getting a data set into a Python is name of the data set. Like in this code, we use house string equals to pd dot command or path of the file. So in the code you can see we import the Panda library. Why? Because the command we use read CSV is the command of the Panda library. Therefore we first import the package Panda as PD. Then in this syntax we discuss that your name of the data set. So house train is the name of the data set we take, and pd dot read csv, pd here as the name of panda, dot read csv is a command, and here we will take the path of the file. So our file is, we taking California housing train dot csv. We copy the path of the file and just paste here, and the command read csv comes from the pandas package, and we print the house train, the variable, and if we run the code, we get the output, we get the whole our फाइल, बिकॉज वी हमने रीड सीएसवी में जो कमांड डाली थी वो हमने हाउस स्ट्रिंग वेरिएबल में डाल दी, और हाउस स्ट्रिंग वेरिएबल को हमने प्रिंट करा दिया है. तो दिस इज अवर आउटपुट. नाउ आवर फिफ्थ पॉइंट इज saving output in Python. So our next topic is saving output in Python. So certain commands generate output that can be used in other lines of code. To use the output in later code, you need to save the output as a named object. For example, if we want to use this output in another command, what could be done? We just need to save the output. To save the output, first we have to understand the difference between running a command and not saving the output versus running a command and saving the output using contingency table. So what is contingency table? This contingency table we will discuss in next and other videos, because this is the basics of the Python, and contingency table and cross tab commands are discussed in further videos. So first we will understand the difference between running a command and not saving the output. So here is the code: import pandas as pd इक्वल्स, हमने पहले पांडा लाइब्रेरी को इंपोर्ट किया, देन हाउस ट्रेन इक्वल्स टू pd डॉट रीड csv, एंड पाथ फाइल पाथ मीन्स हाउस ट्रेन एक वेरिएबल जिसमें हमने फाइल पाथ दे के रखा है और जो उसे रीड कर रहा है. सो आवर नेक्स्ट code is pd dot cross tab house train housing median age comma house train total rooms. Housing median age and total rooms are the two attributes of this file, and contingency table is one line of code. This one line of code create a contingency table. For example, now we will run this code. Then you can see here that this code create a contingency table of two attribute total rooms and housing medium. Now, if we want to use this output, how can we use it in another command? We didn't save it in another variable. So if we want to save it in another save it, we just assign this command to another a variable cross tab 01. So this is the running a command and saving the output. For example, here cross tab 01 is a variable which is equals to pd dot cross tab house train housing median age house train total rooms, and then we print the cross tab 01. So here the contingency table we create by using this one line of code is assigned to a variable cross tab 01, and then we print the cross tab 01. And if we want to access this table from anywhere in the program, we just write cross tab 01, and the output this contingency table is we can access anywhere, and it is saved in another variable. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it all. Thank you.